Hi guys, Warren Williams from warrenwilliamscoaching.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about nutrition and treatment versus coaching model. Okay, so you've got two different systems when it comes to health. You've got what we call the allopathic system or the medical approach, which is a treatment approach. I'm going to explain that a bit more detail in a sec. And then you've also got the holistic approach. But there's a twofold section to the holistic approach. You've got the alternative, which is kind of like chiropractors, osteopaths, sports massage, seeing the clinical nutritionist, and so on, reflexologist, and so on. And then you've also got the holistic approach, which it's an alternative field, but it's slightly different. I'm kind of going to explain that in detail in a sec. Let's start off with the medical system. Now, the medical system, while there are good doctors out there, there are quite a lot of bad doctors out there in their approach to their clientele. Right, so now, the allopathic system is the treatment model. The treatment model, what we mean by that is people will go to their medical doctor for treatment, which means they're rendering service at their expense, at the medical doctor's expense. Now, think about it. Let's do the scenario. You go to your GP and you wait for like 3-4 hours, your general practitioner. You wait 3-4 hours to be seen for how long? What? 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. How are you going to find out your life's problems in 3-4 minutes? Because most of the time, people's problems are things that they've had for such a long time. It's lifestyle problems, it's long-term problems. So, you go to your doctor, your GP, wait for 3-4 hours, and you get to see them for 3-4 minutes. At the end of it, what do they give you? This is the same thing every single time. You get given tablets, anti-inflammatories or painkillers. You go there, say, oh, I've got a headache, my back hurts, my knee hurts, my shoulder hurts. Oh, here, take these tablets. Rather than actually saying to them, well, what caused it in the first place? Are you overstressed? What's your diet like? How's your posture? Do you drink enough water every single day? Have you got some marital problems? Are you sleeping well? Are you on some other medication that's causing this? There's no questioning. It's just, oh, okay, right. Prescription, prescription, prescription. And it's like, the thing is, the medical doctors, they're funded by the pharmaceutical profession anyway, so it's in their best interest to give you drugs anyway. So you go in there wanting a solution and they give you drugs. And the thing is, because people are into this quick term fix, they want a solution now. They just want a quick solution. That's what the doctors are giving them, quick solutions, so they can get back to work the next day. And while it seems okay in the short term, invariably most of the time these people come back with the same problems. Somebody has a headache, and a headache is not an anodine deficiency. A headache is something else. A headache is a symptom. Back pain is a symptom. Knee pain, shoulder pain is a symptom or a effect. What's the cause or the problem? Most of the time, the cause of the problem are things that we create through our lifestyle. So we do things every single day, such as we drink coffee every single day. Our kidneys get overrun, inflamed, and the kidney reflex, which has a reflex point into the lower back, causes back pain. I'm not saying this is the only reason why someone gets back pain, but it's one of the causes creating the effect of pain. So a lot of the time, you've got people that go to these GPs, but they're creating the problem themselves, and they're looking for a quick fix, and the doctor or GP is happy enough to give them that quick fix in the form of a little tablet. That is treating the symptom or the effect, not the problem. So this is, in summary, the problem with the medical system, the allopathic system. They treat the person that, has the, they treat the disease, not the person. So the disease is that impulse, that effect, that the effect, not the cause. So now the two-pronged effect on the medical system. Sorry, not the medical system, the holistic and the alternative systems. That's what I said I was going to talk about next. So you got two different things. You got the alternative therapy, which is, in a sense, is kind of the same, because a lot of times, like if you have back pain, you may see a masseuse and they massage the back pain, but the back pain can still be a symptom. The back pain can be because of bad posture, so it's like if their pelvis is anteriorly tilted or tilted too far forward because they wear high heel shoes. If it's a woman, they wear high heel shoes, and that's causing their back pain. If they see a massage therapist and the massage therapist only treats the back pain, they're not actually looking at what the problem is, or the cause is. So that's why I say it's the alternative therapy isn't always a lot better than medical. It is in one sense because it's more natural, but in another sense because it's only still treating the effect rather than the cause. That's kind of like the bad thing. So what I'm saying is these people need to now start to get into people's lives. Not all therapists are like this, but some of them are still treating the symptom rather than the problem. So that's that. Now the holistic approach. Holistic is looking at everything that can cause that problem in the first place. You're looking at the problem, the problem, not the symptom. So, and as an example, like CHEK practitioners, what they will do, and I'm a CHEK practitioner as well, and what we do is we have a look at what's causing it in the first place. So you'll do an assessment, and like we say, like my coach Paul CHEK always says, if you're not assessing, you're guessing. So if I have someone that comes up to me with back pain, I will do a postural assessment to have a look at whether or not their pelvis is tilted forward, whether their hamstrings are too long or their hip flexors are too short and it's tipping the pelvis forward, if they've got a scoliosis, which is a lateral bend of the spine, if they've got fusing discs, if they're not hydrated correctly through holistic lifestyle assessments. We'll have a look at if their kidneys, liver, bowels are messed up, affected in any way, if they've got digestive problems, even looking at it from an energetic point of view, if their chakras are shut down, because the chakras are glands that feed energy into the organs and muscles and that connects into that whole area. If their breathing is wrong, because a lot of times when people breathe, they breathe quite short, and sometimes we've actually found with people breathing, they breathe and they actually tip from side to side as they breathe, so there's a swaying. So think about that. If you're breathing 16,400 times a day on average, and each time you breathe you're slightly tipping from side to side, that can create a pinch in the nerves in the lower back, and you can get back pain from that. So you have to assess that. You look at how they sleep, when they sleep, what positions they sit in, whether they spend too much time in the car and their hip flexors are really tight because of that. There's so many different variables, so the key is to assess them first, and that's the holistic approach. Holistic approach is having a look at their lifestyle, having a look at their thought process, having a look at the energy in their body, having a look at the foods that they consume, the way they breathe, and so on. So the holistic approach is every approach, looking at every possible aspect of the person's problem that creates the symptom in the first place, as opposed to the medical approach, which invariably is always the symptom. You have to have a look at what the problem is. Look at the cause, not the effect. Look at the problem, not the symptom. And if you're not doing this, then you're going to be in pain long term, because the simple quick fix is only a symptomatic approach. Look at it like this. If you had a house and you had cracks in the walls, rather than just paint over the cracks are still there, you just painted over them. So rather than paint over the cracks, you actually need to get like polyfiller and fill the cracks in rather than paint over them. That's the same sort of thing as dealing with the problem, not the symptom. So that's just a quick example of what I mean by problem, symptom, and medical and holistic approach. Hopefully you learned something from this. You can check me out at warrenwilliamscoaching.com for more. Thanks.